Welcome to NCLEX Map, where nursing meets mastery. Today we're diving into the essential postpartum assessment framework, BUBBLE HERV. This approach ensures we cover every aspect of a new mother's recovery, from physical healing to emotional well-being. Let's get started. B stands for breasts. Gently assess for fullness, firmness, warmth, and tenderness. After birth, breasts should feel soft to filling as milk comes in. Watch for signs of engorgement, redness, or cracked nipples. These could indicate issues. A healthy breast assessment supports maternal comfort and successful breastfeeding. U is for uterus. Palpate the uterine fundus for firmness, height, and position. Right after birth, the fundus should be firm and midline, between the pubis and umbilicus. In the first hour, it rises to the umbilicus and then descends about 1 centimeter daily. A boggy or displaced fundus can signal uterine atony or a full bladder, increasing hemorrhage risk. B stands for bladder. Check the mother's ability to void. A distended bladder can push the uterus upward, preventing proper contraction. Encourage her to void every 2 to 4 hours and watch for any discomfort. A full bladder can lead to excessive bleeding. It's crucial to address it. B also stands for bowels. Ask about bowel sounds, gas, and stooling. After delivery, intestinal activity slows, so encourage fluids, fiber, and early ambulation. Report any persistent constipation or lack of bowel sounds. L is for Lochia. Observe the amount, color, consistency, and odor of Lochia. Normal progression starts with bright red Lochia rubra, then pink or brown serosa, and finally, white or yellow alba. Large clots or foul odor may signal infection. Always correlate with fundal tone and vital signs. E refers to episiotomy or perineum. Use the Rita scale. Redness, edema, ecchymosis, discharge, and approximation. A healthy perineum should show minimal swelling and intact sutures. Teach perineal hygiene and comfort measures like ice packs and sitz baths. H stands for general extremity assessment. Look for redness, swelling, or warmth. Signs of deep vein thrombosis. Encourage movement and hydration to promote circulation and reduce clot risk. E represents emotional status. Postpartum emotional health is vital. Assess mood, bonding, and interaction with the infant. Mild tearfulness is common in the first 2 weeks, but lasting sadness needs attention. R is for rest and reflexes. Check sleep quality and energy levels. In women with hypertensive disorders, assess deep tendon reflexes for signs of worsening preeclampsia. Rest is essential for recovery and emotional stability. V concludes with vital signs. Monitor temperature, pulse, respirations, blood pressure, and pain. A low-grade temperature can be normal, but persistent fever indicates infection. Tachycardia or hypotension may signal hemorrhage, while high blood pressure can indicate preeclampsia. BUBBLE HERV gives a holistic view of postpartum health, physical, emotional, and psychological. This structured approach helps us identify complications early and promote healing. Remember, every postpartum assessment is an opportunity to protect, educate, and empower. Your clinical eyes and compassionate presence make all the difference. Thank you for joining me today. If this helped strengthen your nursing knowledge, follow and subscribe to NCLEX Map for more high-impact learning. Stay confident, stay compassionate, and keep leading with care. One mother, one moment at a time.